Hey Lynn, back on the canal path again. I'm gonna walk you down to that bank and show you where we find the arrowheads. I did a little research on the Indians. I can't find the tribe name. I know some of the guys here at the local Rod and Gun Club, they know about it. There's a book somewhere on it. But yeah, we're heading down this way, opposite direction of the falls that I took you on last time. And we're going to go check out the Lenni Lenape Indian tribe. Spot on the bank where you can find shit from. That rock right there is the one that I shot last week, or yeah, on Valentine's Day for you. Didn't have any birds on it then, but look at it now, they're loaded. I think those are seagulls. Just to give you an idea of where we are, you can see up there's the bridge and the rock that I had in the last video, and we walked down that pathway. We're going to go down this bank over here. You can see how it kind of flattens out. These little banks here are all along this part of the river. That's where we find the good stuff at. I'm going to go down there and see if I can find something cool really quick. Me and my kids found a really good cutting stone last year. I gave it to one of them. I think they threw it away though. You can see there's all kinds of little pebbles and stones all over here. It takes forever to sift through them, but usually if you give it just a little bit of time, you find something. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and see if I can find anything. Alright, so here's a cool shot. You'll like this. You can see the top of that church that I showed you last week. There's a pavilion we have our family reunions at in the summertime. It's loaded up with food, 2 kegs of beer, a keg of soda, 4 or 5 coolers, horseshoes. We have a good old time. Another one of those stretching jogger things. Kids park over there. And down there's where we came from. There's the cement plant. The bridge off in the background. That other bank that I was just at, there's not a whole lot of stuff down there that would really look like a credible Indian artifact, so I came up to this spot along the river here. This is where we found the other one that I was talking about with my kids. And just so happens we have some of your pests down here, and I want to pitch an official bitch. If you guys can't keep birds in your own country, well, I don't know, but these things right here, we call them Canadian geese. I hate them. They've got to go. Take them back. They're all over the place, and they're mean. They're mean to our mallard ducks. Poor little animals. They shit all over the place. Seriously, take them back. We don't want them. There's not much bank showing. The river's kind of high. It's a lot easier to do this in the summertime when you can actually go out into the water where there's no sand or silt and pick up a handful of rocks, and 9 times out of 10 you got something, whether it's a chip from something they were making or chipped rock or something that looks like a broken arrowhead. But we'll give it a shot right here in this bed of river rock, kind of exposed. Alright, here's a rock. See how that's chipped out of there like that? That was chipped out for a reason. Either they chipped out that piece of stone to make a cutting tool, like a knife, or something, but that's just not natural. That doesn't occur in a rock laying on the bottom of a river or the bank of a river for no apparent reason. So that's proof of my claim to Indians living along the river in front of my house. You have to find a good one though. I wish I could find another knife like we found last time, made of stone. It was really neat. You could tell it was definitely worked on. How the chips of rock were flaked off the one side, but not the other. It was really neat. Alright, there's another piece I found. Same technique. See how it's chipped out of the top there? That was either in the process of being made into a tool, or they took that chip out to do something with. And you can see this rock here too. It's a nice round river rock on one side, but on the other side it's all chipped apart. That looks like flint knapping to me. That's what you make your arrowheads from. But as you can see, a lot of this is sand right here. So it's kind of hard to dig through and find stuff. You got to rely on what's laying on the top of the sand. And I don't really want to dig out here right now because it's cold and everything's wet. But I'll give it a couple more minutes looking around. If I can't find anything tough, you're just going to have to take my word for it. But maybe I can bring you down here in the summertime when it's warmer, and I can go in the water where it's not so sandy. Alright, I found another one. It's not a very good one, but you can see how this is another smooth river rock. until you get down to this edge here that's been chipped away, and you can tell there's been multiple different chips. Unfortunately, it's split in half. Maybe it was split in half and they started to work on this. I don't know. Maybe they drug it across a larger stone and were scraping it like that to try to get it into a blade. I don't know. Maybe they were using it for corn. Beats me. But yeah, that's it. This is the kind of stuff you got to look in around here for these things. You could be looking at an old rock and not even know that you have an artifact right in front of you. So, I think that's it. Because now I'm getting to the part of the bank. It's loaded with prickers. I don't know what you call them things in Canada, but around here we call them pricker bushes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to keep looking for stuff as I make my way back up the bank. Actually, it looks like I'm in a really good spot here. I'm finding lots of broken, fragmented pieces, but nothing really worth picking up. So I'm making my way back up the bank here, and then I'm going home. That over there? It's like a little concrete hut sticking out from the side of the bank with a window in it. I think I'm going to have to venture over there. Not today, but sometime soon, I guess. That's pretty neat. I never saw that before. I was worried that I was mixing up with the birds before, so I was trying to explain shit to you about the Indians in the bank of the river. That the video might be shitty when I get home, so I figured I'd babble a little bit as I walk back to my place. It's so bittery, windy, cold here. I know you're saying that in Canada that I've never experienced cold, but for me here it's cold. My eyes are watering from the wind. My nose is frozen. My ears don't hurt. That's good. That's because I have the hat on. Hey, there's a wishing well. Dun dun dun. Think if I threw a quarter in there that my wish would come true? I don't know what I'd wish for. I could use so much stuff right now. I think I'd wish for another 10 wishes. I wonder if you can do that in a wish world, like if a genie came out of a lamp or something. He says you have one wish. If you could wish for 10 more wishes, I wonder if that would work. I don't know. But anyway, I was over at my friend's house last night, and I said I was going to take video of us being goofballs in his garage. I think he's kind of scared to do a video. Or not scared, just like maybe a little nervous or embarrassed. He doesn't seem to want to do any. But yet he always talks about it, so I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get a video of us. There's a contest that the Trailer Park Boys are having on their SwearNet network. I wanted to enter in that, but I don't know. I'm going to try to get a picture of this rock that I just saw out in the middle of the river. It's got water flowing over the top of it from behind. Hopefully it'll show up pretty cool in the camera. Whoops. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Lens fogged up on me when I tried to blow the dirt off, and the freaking dirt's still there too. So, what are you going to paint? You never told me. I ask you questions and you never answer me. I think you should paint... I think you should make a painting of that Muskoka Lake with the little boats whizzing around on it. Can you paint something like that? That'd be cool. Or you could do a portrait of me if you want. I'm not sending you any nude pictures, so you're going to have to use your imagination. That actually is a pretty good idea. Why don't you paint a picture of me using your imagination of what I might look like naked? That'd be fun. I'd be curious to see it. There's my house over there, so I'm going to shut it off. Get inside, get something to eat, and start doing some editing. I'll talk to you later.